Now, if you think that's a bad thing, then think again, because the LS actually has a very nice driving dynamic to it. It is a little bit softer than those other full-size options out there on the market, but it also has a traditional naturally aspirated V6, and everybody else has moved on to a turbocharged engine, so it has a very nice sound to it as well. That's really what's going on here in the Genesis also. Like the Lexus LS, I give this car 9 out of 10 points when it comes to the ride. This has a very, very composed ride. It never feels upset over broken pavement, and it is tuned towards the softer side of the scale. Now, the old Genesis was also tuned towards the softer side of the scale, but it definitely did feel a little bit upset over broken pavement. That's not something that's going on in this car. A lot of the safety systems that are on our particular Genesis are usually hidden away in standalone options in the competition, or they're definitely buried on the option sheet. Lexus seems to do that an awful lot. Radar cruise control is available in a wide variety of Lexus options, but it's difficult to find them on their web configurators, and you won't find them on the dealer lot generally. However, this vehicle, there's only one option on the 5-liter V8. A lot of the 5-liter V8s out there do have this option package, and so you get the whole slew of options, including radar cruise control with pre-collision warning. We get this heads-up display that I talked about earlier. We also get lane keeping assist. And very unlike the Infiniti system, much like the Mercedes system, this will actually steer you back in the lane by turning the steering wheel. It doesn't play with the brakes like the Infiniti system does. This one actually turns the wheel to keep you in your lane. It's relatively aggressive, just like that Mercedes-Benz system as well. Although Hyundai tells you not to do this, and the car will remind you to put your hands back on the steering wheel, if the roadway curves gently, this car will actually keep you relatively in the center of the line all by itself. This system incorporates blind spot warning, but unlike the Infinitis, we don't get blind spot prevention, so it won't try and keep you from hitting that car, but it will let you know that it's there. Because of the price tag of the Genesis and the relative size, it's difficult sometimes to tell what to compare this vehicle to. You could very easily compare this to a 3 Series, 5 Series, 7 Series, a C-Class, E-Class, S-Class. A little bit tricky on that S-Class comparison, but you could definitely compare this to a Lexus GS and a Lexus LS as well. And the price tag on those vehicles, performance level on those vehicles is all across the board, so I'll just go with numbers here. We ran from 0 to 60 in this V8 model in 4.75 seconds, which is extraordinarily quick. Now, a 5 Series with the twin-turbo V8 or an E-Class with the twin-turbo V8, those will be faster than this. However, this is definitely faster than the 6-cylinder options in the BMW or the Mercedes. This is an awful lot faster than any Lexus that you can get out there other than the ISF. Overall, I give this vehicle an 8 out of 10 points when it comes to road holding. Road holding wasn't a huge priority on the previous generation Genesis, but that's completely different with this model. This actually holds the road just about as well as a Chrysler 300 SRT8, which is to say very, very well. It holds its own when you compare it to the 550i and the E550. Doesn't hold the road quite as well as an M5 or as an E63 AMG, of course, but it's really not trying to go for that. This is trying to be in that, that sort of entry-level V8 entry in this segment. If you compare this to the Infiniti Q70, I would definitely have this over the Infiniti. Definitely feel